What's going on, Animal Crossing fans? My name is Blaze. On Saturday, March 7th, my channel hosted a Animal Crossing Battle Royale. If you missed it, this is the video to kind of show you what happened during that Battle Royale. And we did crown a champion villager, and you might be surprised at who it is. But I do want to say that there's more Animal Crossing content coming up on my channel. On Friday, we do have the Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch coming in. I'll be opening that on video, doing a full unboxing and putting all that together and showing off the console. As of today, there should be a video up for the Wild World Tour for my Animal Crossing town in Wild World. And coming up real soon, we'll do the Animal Crossing New Leaf Tour as well. I'm probably not going to do a City Folk tour because I don't really have a town in City Folk anymore. My Wii ended up dying a few years ago, so whatever save file I had on there is now gone. But lots more Animal Crossing content coming up, including March 20th, we're doing the live stream for Animal Crossing as soon as the game comes in from UPS. And during that stream, I have 3 boxes of Animal Crossing Amiibo cards to open up live on stream, so make sure you're there for that. I wanted to talk about those things that are coming up real soon. But today, go ahead and enjoy the Animal Crossing Villager Battle Royale and celebrate the winner with all of us. But again, hit like and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you guys soon. These are all the villagers that are in the Battle Royale. So if you have a favorite, now's a good time to pick your favorite if you see them on the screen. If you don't, I'm going to run through the names real quickly so we all know who is in and who is not. So, in alphabetical order, because that's the easiest way to do it. They are not alphabetical on the screen, but I'll tell you who's in it. Alfonso, Amelia, Anka, Apollo, Apple, Aurora, Bill, Blathers, Blue Bear, Bob, Bonbon, Bones, Bruce, Bunny, Camafrog, Cashmere, Celeste, Carlisle, Chico, Chief, Chrissy, Clay, Coco, Cookie, Cyrano, Cyrus, Drago, Drift, Eunice, Flora, Francine, Frobert, Gabby, Gaston, Genji, Goose, Harriet, Hornsby, Inkwell, Isabel, Jacques, Jay, Jeremiah, Joey, Julian, Keaton, Kid Cat, Kiki, Kit, the kangaroo, Cody, LaBelle, Lionel, Lucha, Lucky, Mabel, Maple, the bear, Margie, Marshall, Meringue, Mira, Mitzi, Monique, Muffy, Non, Octavian, O'Hare, Opal, Poppy, Patty, Phoebe, Petro, Poncho, Puck, Quilson, Reese, Renee, Rhoda, Ribot, Rocket, Rodeo, Rolf, Rosie, Sable, Samson, Spike, Stella, Stitches, Tad, Tammy, Tangy, Tank, T-Bone. Timmy and Tommy are one contestant. Tom Nook, Valise, Victoria, Vladimir, Walker, Wart Jr., and Wulio. Those are the Battle Royale contestants. And if I read off your favorite villager, those are the English names, by the way. If I read off your favorite villager, awesome, they are in. If I did not, we may do this again in the future. But those are the contestants for the Battle Royale. Here's how it works. So, some of you may know about this program, Algadoo. Some of you may not. But every single contestant is represented by a ball that we're going to call a marble, just for simplicity's sake. I'm going to start this thing up and mix up these marbles, just like that. We'll let that go for a few minutes while I explain everything. In a few minutes, I'm going to press a button, and this black circle is going to disappear. What's that mean for you? Pretty simple. Once the black thing disappears, all the marbles are going to start falling down into the obstacle course set up by me in advance and make their way down the first section into the crosshairs, into the plus signs. What do you call these things? I don't even know what to call these things, but you fall into this first section. We'll call this section 1. And the idea is for the marbles to make their way through here and drop down into the, I don't want to call that a shaft, but we'll call it a duct. Or they can go down this way and make their way to the bottom. Once down at the bottom, They'll get funneled through this area here and make their way into the pistons. The pistons are going to knock them up into the air, where they might meet one of these guys, knock them up a little bit farther. But the idea is that they bounce off this wall here and ricochet down this corridor. Once they get down here, they're in the clear. They're going to have as many chances as they can to actually get through this. And all they need to do is drop down into the Plinko board, make their way downtown in this section, land in one of these 7 sections here. Is that 7? That's 9. My bad. 9. 9 exits. Drop to the very bottom. Get brought back up by the elevators of justice. And then knocked over into the final stretch. These things actually have a ricochet effect, a rubbery effect. So whatever force they're hit this with is going to actually multiply that by 2. The idea is that they fall down and land in this green spot where they're going to get 1 point. The first 20 villagers to land in this section, they'll teleport over here. If they hit the green, they'll get 1 point. We'll go 3 times, and the first villager with 3 points is going to be the winner. So, if they land in the red, all that means that they go back up here and to this area here, and they go back down to the Plinko board and try again. So this is probably the hardest section for all the villagers is making their way through here, because it's not easy to get from down there to up here. But eventually, all of them will make it up here, and if they get stuck, then that's it. That's their run is over. Basically, I'm not going to try to jostle them loose. That's why I give everybody 3 points to be the winner. But if for some reason they get in the Plinko board and they just get stuck and can't move, I tested this a few times. It hasn't happened, so it shouldn't happen. But if it does happen, then they just won't make it. We'll have to try again another time. So anyway, I am about ready. If you are about ready, and we'll get this thing started. I want you guys to give me a booyah if you're ready to go in the chat room, and we will start this thing up, because I've been waiting all day to do this. And say the name of your favorite villager, cheer them on, because we really want them to be the winner. I'm actually cheering on Poncho and O'Hare and Blue Bear and Aurora, 4 of my favorite villagers. And we'll get this thing started. By the way, let's get some music going. How about that? That sounds like a good idea, right? I think so. Let me get that music out here for you, and we'll get things started. Forgive me if I say the wrong name. There's 100 villagers in here, so it's really hard for me to remember all their names all the time. So hopefully I don't say the wrong name, but if I do, I'll try to correct myself as we go. Almost ready with the music, and then once I get the music queued up, we will start. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Any second. It's not very loud. Don't know why. Oh, probably because my thing is turned down. Alright. Can you guys hear that? Here, I'm going to do a countdown. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. They are off, my friends. They are off, and they are making their way down the first section into the crosshairs. Rocket has a commanding lead, but that can change at any point. We've also got... Oh, no one made it through that first section there. Bill is almost through. Oh, but we have someone sneaking through. Who's that? That looks like... can't remember her name. Let me get the names out here, because I'm going to have a hard time with this if I don't have their names in front of me. But people are starting to get launched now. And we have 2 contenders dropping into the Plinko board. We've got Bones, it looks like. I believe that's Bones. No, that's not Bones. Who is that? There are so many villagers in here, it's hard to keep track of all of them. We've also got... We got 3 villagers, I don't even know their names. But we're going to figure it out. Don't worry, guys. I'm sorry I don't know all their names right off the top of my head. But I'm looking for their names now. If you know their names, call them out. Let's see. Bill is coming down. I know Bill. Oh. We had one almost make it to the end, but got teleported back up. Now we've got this, the cow coming through. I'm trying to find, I think it's Patty. I think that looks like Patty, right? Yeah, Patty. She might make it. She might make it. Oh, we got a winner. We have one person. One person got a point. This is, I think Bonbon, actually. Is that Bonbon? Yeah, Bonbon's in. We've got a lot of people hitting the red right now. A lot of villagers having a really hard time getting into that green section. It's not easy. You get bounced off of these black things pretty quick. Oh, we got another one. And this is the bull with the red eyes. You mess with the bull, and you get the horns. And that is Rodeo. Rodeo is the second villager to get a point. And we got Aurora. Aurora makes it through. Super stoked to have Aurora coming down the pipeline and making it to the final stretch, getting a point for herself. We've also got Alfonso. So very happy to see Alfonso in there. He's actually a really cool villager. He was in my GameCube game when I checked in with it a couple days ago, so it's really cool. We've got another one with another point in here. Joey made it in. So we are... These characters are getting some points really quickly, so we're going to have 20 before you know it. We got one more. It looks like Rolf made it in. Rolf is one of my favorite characters just of all time. He was in my very first GameCube Animal Crossing game, and he's awesome. Love me some Rolf. We're actually making our way, filling this thing up rather quickly now. We've got, it looks like 11 villagers, 12 now. It's going fast, guys. 14 villagers all have 1 point. We are going to reset once we get to 20. Maple made it in. Clay made it in. They are coming down this last section with a vengeance. It looks like. Looks like that was not. It's not Bob. That is Rosie who made it in. Oh, two more. Tangy and Rocket both made it in. And we got room for one more. It looks like it's going to be... That's it. Right there. And that is, I think, Mabel, right? I might get it wrong. Because Mabel and Sable always confuse me. But it's Mabel on that one. So let me go ahead and write down these names before we start up again. Get some time to absorb this information. Who's won. Who's been in the Battle Royale and where we're going to go next. So, I'll call off these names in just a second here. Tammy actually made it in. Another character that's really one of my favorites. I love Tammy. Jacques made it in. I think I'm saying his name wrong. I think the S is silent, but it's all good. So, let me know who you're excited about. We do have a couple more rounds, and somebody will end up being the champion after probably 2 or 3 rounds. Hopefully, well, three rounds minimum. But we're gonna get. This is gonna be awesome. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are liking this because I think it's a lot of fun to watch. Who's that above Jacques? I know his name. I know I have him in here. It's not Genji. I'm gonna have to figure out who this is a different way. It's Gabby. I knew that. Ha! Gabby. Let's see. We've got Carlisle made it in also. I think that's Phoebe as well. Yeah, Phoebe, Carlisle. We've also got Ribot, who, by the way, is Blazebot's favorite villager. And I believe that is Yeah, it's Apollo. Apollo's a great villager. He's actually one of the coolest villagers in the game. Valise and Maple. We've also got Clay and looks like Rosie. Rocket, Tangy, and Mabel. All right. Yeah, there's so many villagers that look very similar to each other, so it's really, really hard to remember all their names. But it looks like Cyrus was actually about to go in and try to snake away that last point, but Mabel took it from him without giving him a chance. But we're going to reset everything and we're going to start all over again. So I think this has gone well so far. Let's go ahead and reset. We are back to the beginning. So, your winners for the first round: Bonbon, Rodeo, Aurora, Alfonso, Joey, Rolf, Tammy, Jacques, Gabby, Phoebe, Carlisle, Ribot, Apollo, Valise, Maple, Clay, Rosie, Rocket, Tangy, and Mabel. My handwriting sucks, so I couldn't figure that last word out. But we're going to go ahead and get this started again. Mix these bad boys up a little bit and give everybody another chance. Any one of those 20 villagers from before has a chance to get a second point, and the first one to 3 points is your champion villager going into New Horizons on March 20th. So I want BFits, pick a number between 1 and 60. Hopefully it's not a lower number. If you can. We're going to mix these bad boys up. What's that you say? 50? All right. 50 it is. I was going to do it based on the seconds that have passed on the time. But I think there might be a stream delay, so we'll go ahead and just start it. So, down here at the bottom, Anka. Oh, she had a lead, but she got knocked out of place there. Poncho and Bones are dropping down very quickly. Anka ended up making it in, which is awesome. We've also got Kashmir coming down as well. And a few of them have hit the gauntlet here, the cylinders. It looks like Poncho's really trying to get in there. I'm not sure if that's Poncho, but we do have someone who's taken the quick lead. I believe that's Opal. Let me double check here. No, it's not. It's actually a new villager. It's a Rhino. I say new villager. It's one of the ones that I put in there more recently. So when I say new, that's what I mean. It's someone who's recently added. Marshall's on the way down. So that's pretty cool. And let's see. Marshall has kind of a lead, but Kashmir took the spot. Wulio is coming in third. Marshall's actually in third. Wulio's in second. But there's a power struggle going on in the elevator section. Now we've got 4 villagers on the way. Oh, we already have a winner. Look at that. Wulio is the first villager to make it in. To make it into the winner's circle, and we're gonna have another villager coming down very soon. It looks like Bones has a very good chance. Oh, he was robbed. Bones was robbed. And who's that? Marshall? Who was that? That wasn't Marshall. Flying down with a vengeance. Blue Bear's on the way. Blue Bear could go all the way. Oh, this could work out. Oh, yeah, Blue Bear. Blue Bear made it in. One of my favorite villagers. I would love to see her win everything because she was always super nice to me. She was one of my first villagers ever. We have the chicken that just made it in. The chicken with the name of... I have to find it. It's an older villager from the GameCube days. Oh, there it is. It's Rhoda. Rhoda is the chicken that just made it in as far as third place finish from this one. I don't think Rhoda actually made it into any of the other future games, but she was in the GameCube game. Timmy and Tommy and Meringue. Are both in the winner's circle, both earning a point for themselves. We got a whole bunch of villagers now dropping into the winner's circle as it seems like it gets easier as time goes on. Marshall has another chance. Ah! Didn't quite make it. Didn't quite make it. We've got another villager dropped in. Looks like that is, I want to say Keaton. Who is that? Keaton is the villager. We've got Sable and LaBelle. Valise also made it in. The green frog with the spots on him. That is Frobert. We've got Puck. We've got Victoria is also in. Ooh, who's that? Yay, Keaton. Phoebe also made it in. Before Phoebe, I'm trying to figure out who that is. I think that is Walker. Another person, we've got the Rhino. Tank just made it in. We just had Gaston make it in. That looks like Drago also made it. Drago is in. That's not Jeremiah, that's Wart Jr. Wart Jr. is in. It looks like we have a whole bunch of different different villagers. It looks like nobody from last round made it in. Chico just made it. It's still anyone's game. We got one more spot open. The next one to drop in is going to round out the second 20. This is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. And that is... Oh, we had a chance with that last person bouncing around over there. O'Hare has a chance, but it's going to be Quilson this time. Pulling off that last second victory. Making it into the top 20 like a boss. Let me go ahead and write down these names. I may need to transfer this over to the computer very soon, so we may not start round 3 for a minute. But let me go ahead and write down these names. Let's see, LaBelle and Sable. We've got Keaton. We've got who was that? I just said his name. Frobert. Puck, Victoria, and Walker. We've got Phoebe and Tank and Gaston. Oh, Phoebe actually made it twice. That's Phoebe's second time. We've got Drago, Wart Jr., Chico. And the last person is Quilson, who made it in. Alright, guys. So, we are on to round 3. Round 3 is... this could be it. If Phoebe makes it in to round 3, that's going to be it. That's the whole game. So, hopefully, we can actually have a game that goes on for a little while longer. And Phoebe does not make it in. So... I'm sure you guys still have your favorites. It's still anybody's game. If Phoebe makes it into the winner's circle on this last round, that is it. That is the whole thing. But it's still anybody's game. So don't feel like your favorite villager can no longer win because, again, anything can happen. So we're going to start mixing these things up. And we'll give it a couple seconds and then we'll hit the start button. So... hopefully you guys enjoy this. This has actually been kind of fun for me to comment on what's going on. It's kind of hard to keep up with, but it's pretty cool. So in just a second here, we're going to press the button and release these marbles into the obstacle course. And we could be crowning a champion in just a couple of seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're off. We got Tammy with a very strong start. Oh, but looks like Ace just rocketed down the course. Tammy still has a very good chance though. Blathers just made it down along with Ace. They're on their way to the Pistons. Tom Nook is on the way as well. Blathers is first to hit the Pistons, but he got ricocheted off of the windmills there. But Blathers not giving up, always persevering. Made it into the Plinko board first. We've also got what looks like... Who's that? I really can't tell. That's Victoria, I think. No, that's someone else. Who is that? We do have Tammy joining the fray there. That's Poppy, who made it into who's second place right now. Blathers on the way to the elevators. Still waiting for more villagers to drop into the Plinko board. Blathers is getting ricocheted and bounced all the way around. The final stretch, he could go all the way, guys. This could be Blathers' game. Oh, never mind. Cancel that. We do have Poppy coming up on the elevators here and bouncing into the final stretch, but did not make it through. Tammy and Tom Nook actually Tammy and Timmy and Tommy, that's a lot to say, are on the way into the final stretch and did not make it. Timmy and Tommy might get their second victory. A lucky bounce from Gaston, I think, helped him out there, but he is not going to make it. We've got three more villagers entered the last stretch, and two of them just fell right to their death, right to resetting. Another one is going to the reset area, back to the Plinko board. Wow, we're getting some unfavorable bounces here, but we do have one person who just crossed over, and that was Tangi, one of my least favorite villagers ever. Tom Nook just made it too. And next up, we've got three more actually. Meringue, Maple, and Poppy. This is Meringue's second victory. We've got Tammy, who just made it in. Let's see, let me write down Maple's name real quick. So Maple, Poppy, Tammy, and Walker. I believe that's Walker. Let's double check here. Nope, it's not Walker. Okay, I'll get the name right in a second. Maple, Poppy, Tammy. So many names dropping in there. I'm not sure if I have enough space on this page to write all of them down. We've also got Celeste, who makes her first appearance in the winner's circle. Apollo as well. Let's see. Celeste, Apollo, and Phoebe. Oh, Phoebe just won the whole game, you guys. Phoebe is your champion. That is her third time entering the winner's circle. She did not give up. She made it. And that's really it. She is the champion amiibo, or the champion villager for the month of March. She slid her way into the winner's circle to clutch out the victory. We'll play the rest of this out, but you can see Phoebe. That is Phoebe's third appearance in the champion winner's circle. So congratulations to Phoebe. We'll play the rest of this out and see what happens. We do have a traffic jam up here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So some of those villagers didn't really have a chance to make it into the final stretch, but it's bound to happen when you have 100 villagers, 100 marbles in this game. It just kind of tends to do that. But that is a villager battle royale, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching. I had fun putting this together and commentating on it and trying to remember the names of all of these villagers. It's really challenging. So if you enjoyed it, definitely hit like, subscribe, follow the channel. We'll do this again with some different categories. I'm thinking about doing one for villagers who are who were born in the month of April. I think that'd be pretty fun. And I might do one for Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, and Series 4 of the Amiibo. Just to kind of give more variety to the types of villagers that we get in here. But this could be really fun going forward. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know in any way that you can. This will show up on YouTube, by the way. So if you're on YouTube right now, hello, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it if you did. But aside from that, thanks guys for watching. And catch you on the flippity flip.